Hello nation, and welcome back to the homestead. Okay, so today we're going to take that pig that we processed from the last video, and today we're going to break it down into the Primal cuts. Now these are just simple, basic cuts that takes it from being a slab like this into more manageable pieces, for lack of a better term, at least a term I don't know yet. And so we're going to do that today. So the very first thing I want to cover is what tools you're going to need in order to be able to do this process. Now, you're going to need some type of like butcher's knife. We've got a little, I think this is a 4-inch and I think this is a 6-inch. It's a little bit thicker. No big deal. That's just more preference for you, that way. And then you're also going to need a saw. Now I have this is my small one, and I also have a large one, which you're going to basically kind of use. You can use both, but I prefer to use more the long one. But on this pig, we should be able to get away with the small one. And basically, besides your size of pigs, that's the only tools that you're going to need. We're cutting ours out of the back of our canine because it's easier for us with a tarp down. But you can put these, if you have the area, obviously put these on like a stainless steel table or a table that you can clean, and then you can do it from that way as well. So let's get into making these cuts. Okay, so the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut off the feet and this part of the hock right here. Now this one is a lot longer than the front because you have this Achilles tendon back here that you had to utilize with the pig when you were hanging it up on the gamble. Because if you cut this, then you can't hang the animal unless you like tie something around its foot up here. And so we're going to cut basically diagonally right across from where we stop skinning. Only cut the bone with the saw, and then you can come in here and cut the fat and the meat with your knife. Now, see, by doing that, it gave us a little bit of a ham hock back here, which we'll end up in the next process showing you what to do with that. I learned this from the Bearded Butcher's YouTube channel. You see this I think they called this the H bone right here. All right, you want to take this H bone right here, okay? This is going to help you guide your cut to this is the ham cut that we're doing, to be able to cut this ham off. And how they instructed you to do it is to basically 2 fingers space from there, and then you follow that angle at the meat. That bone cut. Just until you hear that snap, and then you got a little bit of the tailbone over here on this side. It takes a couple of through, and then you can brace the ham on your apron like that. And then your ham will come away clean. There you have your ham. The next section is going to be separating your loin from your picnic Boston butt, your front haunch. But the very first thing you want to do is you want to come in here. Now she has some good fat, okay? but you can just pull that leaf lard off, and she has some good fat in here. One of the things that the Bearded Butchers instructed in their breaking down a pig on the homestead video was where to cut from here. They came into the fourth or fifth, between the fourth and fifth rib. Let me show, 1, 2, 3, 4, right here, in between this rib right here, and you cut it with your knife. Just go ahead and cut this down and bring it on up till you hit the bone. Come back this way. Then take your saw and cut your spine. Again, just go through the bone, then put your saw down, and then just take it and cut her away. Now this is the portion where you can do your pork chops, your bacon, a little bit of a roast, and go from there. It depends on how you want to break it down from there. Then the only thing that you have left to do for your primals is to remove this front foot. You just do that from where you left off skinning it. Remember, just go through the bone. Now, some guys, you know, I've seen in different videos where they get to that point, they'll take it and just put their weight into it, break it off, and then take their knife and cut any meat and cartilage away that they can, like that. And so there's one half. Now let's go over it. We'll go over it one more time and do it again. Okay, so removing the hind foot, we will just come at this angle. H-bone, 2 fingers, come at that angle. So you're going to hit that tailbone right here, and then you're going to cut right there at the joint. Let me go ahead and cut with the meat now. Now the reason why you don't really want to use your saw when you, instead of just cutting this down all the way through, I want to take the time and use the knife, because you'll get a smoother cut. That serrated blade from the saw will tear up your meat. I always like to take my spare hand, push down on the hawk, that way the blade doesn't get pinched, no different than if you're cutting wood. Brace it with my thigh, get the clean knife. There's my ham. I'm going to go ahead this time, because I really don't want this foot touching my meat. If I can help it. So I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to go ahead and take that foot off. Because normally when I'm cutting meat and I'm not trying to make a video, that's the very first thing I do, is just take off all 4 feet. So let me go ahead and take this off. Do this next cut from here, between the 4th and 5th rib. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right in there. Bring that up. Wonderful leaf lard right there. Push down on that to help me create some distance. Come right through here. Finish off with my knife. And there you go. That's the basic Primal cuts. You have your front haunches, your tenderloin bacon area, your back, and then of course your hams. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some confidence in being able to start to be able to process your own meat from your homestead instead of trying to ship it out somewhere. My personal opinion is it's always better if you can do it yourself. You know, no jab on commercial butchers or anything, but those guys are doing a lot. Now granted, their cuts will be a lot prettier, probably a lot smoother, and they have a lot more equipment, but there's something rewarding about doing this yourself. Something, it's empowering being able to do this yourself. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you missed the first one, well, here it is. Check out this video over here where we started this process, and we talk about the proper ways to dispatch and to get the animal to this portion right here where you're ready to make these primal cuts. Thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead. God bless, and have a nice day.